Alright, welcome everyone, we're Semblance of Sanity, I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Mushoku Tensei, Season 1, Episode 13. I love this show.
Yeah, the show's so good.
Okay, yes, it is a fantastic fantasy show, right? It is a fantastic isekai show. But I just want to throw out there, it's just a great show.
It's just a great show, too.
Like, the character interactions and stuff that we're getting here are delightful. And I love so much how we're able to take this neat character and then show through D&D party dynamics.
Yeah.
He's starting to really think about the feelings of others and how he navigates with friends even. And
Yep.
Yeah.
And Rudeus just keeps getting upgraded more and more in my book as a wonderful kind of stoic warrior character.
Yeah.
Who's way more than that.
Oh, yeah.
And now, as we are in our classic D&D situation where we don't have enough money. Oh,
Right.
wait, no, we do, but racism, so we actually don't have enough money.
We could sell this super awesome magic item.
And that still might not even be enough, or it could, who knows?
Well, but even if it was, then that splinters the group in a different way.
In a different way, yeah.
And I love that that's being brought up. It's like, hey, depend on your friends. Just because you have all these awesome powers, you know.
Yeah.
We still need each other.
Rudeus like, I made a promise. Don't
I love
forget
you,
that.
bitch.
I ain't never gonna stop protecting you, bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, Rudeus is the power ceiling in the party right now. I mean,
Probably.
real, yeah.
Although,
Yeah.
Rudeus did get those eyes that can see the future, which is pretty crazy. Like,
that is true, and the demon emperor
yes.
or whatever.
right. Whatever she is. Yeah.
The name, I just have to say it again. It was so funny.
With all of the Kishirisu.
Kishirisu, great emperor of the demon world.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Also, again, I know we mentioned this in the discussion, but I love that Rudeus used the Eyes of Foresight in his fight with Eris and was like, oh, yeah, cool, test out this new power. And then he's like, wait, shit.
Why am I using this?
Why did I do that? I feel really bad about that. Like, that's just...
All right. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Hey, all right. Adventurers. Ah, yes. One of the new, visitors.
This is where we see the story of what made Roxy be running through the alleyway without her staff
Without her
alone.
staff, yeah. Roxy, oh.
Yeah.
King class!
Holy shit! Oh, and her name's traveled far.
Scum! Wow.
A great many things.
Ah, the music coming in.
Wait. Oh my god. What if the people that Rudy heard having sex was her?
Yeah.
And that's why Roxy booked it out of the building.
Yeah.
Because it's like, ah, shit.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I think you're right! Ah!
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because they get his name wrong.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Kettle Master Rudeus! Give them a wide
Wow.
berth. Yep. Yeah.
Alright.
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, damn.
Aww. Yeah. Remembering all that time, yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
my
shit.
God.
Yep. We
Uh-huh,
are.
yep.
We're seeing it now from
Right.
Roxy's perspective.
Oh, I better steer clear of them. Oh, this is how it happens,
Yeah.
right? Because it was happening around the same time.
Yep, yep. Yep,
Stuff.
there we
Yep,
go.
okay.
Yep, there it is. Nice.
I thought it would be a much more complicated story explanation for that.
And it's literally, you're right, you're right.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Oh. Oh my God, Roxy!
All right.
She's like, I was getting filled with intelligence, but you had to bump in and... Oh, okay. This guy's just like, I have to deal with this.
Just tune her out.
Yeah.
It's like a white noise machine.
Oh, that's her type?
Aren't you a little old for these kinds of fantasies?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Cool. That's what we thought. He'd be smuggling.
Yep. I guess it makes
help.
sense that they'd split up too, because a lot easier to smuggle one person than three.
Ah! Oh my God!
Oh my God. So,
Roxy had her fantasy.
yep,
And this is his. Oh. Coffee!
On the deserted island, yes. She's seasick.
Take care. It's dangerous out there.
Well, and she assumes that it's like, ah, yes, you're going to vomit as well. Okay.
Wow. It was a blowhole.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Well,
What, you've never jerked one before?
no, but
She's like, no, never. Said that out loud. Whoa. Whoa, I think he's kind of messing, and she's, I think, kind of serious, actually.
yeah. Because the conversation has already been broached between the two of them.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he's just sort of bringing it up.
Right. Yeah, he doesn't think she's serious here. 'Cause
Right.
he's... Ah, perfect, the special knock.
Indeed.
Well done.
Damn, this is a big place.
Yeah, it's like the thieves, the thieves' just general spot, you know?
Whoa.
Why is there that, like...
The glyph on the ground?
Yeah, glyph there, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, kidnapped.
Shit. Yeah,
Oh.
okay.
He's been hearing all this. No, there were... Oh, wow, wow, yep, yep.
Not a problem for me. Yeah.
You let me lead.
Probably not gonna happen.
Oh. God, I love these little bits of character animation. Jeez.
Oh, yeah, because he's been there for a while, so his hair started to grow back.
Well, not grow back, but like probably the dye went off. Oh, no, that's right. They shaved it off. You're right. You're right. I forgot. Yeah.
How much blood is going to be on him? Oh, and he already shaved his hair, too.
Wow. Ooh. Damn! Rudeus went off!
Oh, he did. And I love that we didn't even need to see it. It's just, they're all dead. But yeah, I mean, I guess it'd be easy to set free.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get a mascot?
We are, come on!
Now, what about that magic thing on the ground?
Oh!
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, easy.
Alright.
Aww. Watch, it's a puppy, and it's gonna get, like, super big and, like, terrifyingly, like, ferocious. Oh! The best decision ever! For nothing! Oh my god! Wait.
Uh-oh.
What the hell? Oh, no, they're coming to rescue him! Oh, no. He was fondling the
This is so serious, but so hilarious.
Yes! I was born with it!
Well, shit.
Oh my god, this is amazing development.
Please tell me it's like a comedic harsh punishment, you know, like...
Yeah, Choto the fucking mate! Dago, please, save me!
Like, all the smugglers were dead and he was in there. Theoretically, he could have been the one that killed the smugglers. Like...
I mean, yeah, but yeah, I'm guessing what it is they're probably able to determine that whatever killed, you know, them, must not have been this kid.
Well, right,
know?
but like... But it didn't kill that, you know, it didn't kill him, so like...
Sure,
you know,
sure. Okay.
Well, okay.
We got through a lot this episode.
We did.
We got Roxy.
Yep.
Roxy's here. And
awesome.
Of course, you know, we knew that from the previous episode.
Right.
But now we know what she was doing. She's obviously looking not just for Paul, but also for
the rest of the
Paul's
family. Yep.
Yeah.
And that brings up a good point that I didn't really think about. Because originally I was thinking, like, wait, why is she here? But if Rudy and Eris and Ghislaine were transported to this area, odds are a lot of people could have also been transported to this area by the monocataclysms or whatever.
Right, or the idea that Ghislaine was teleported just somewhere, and all then Ghislaine would know is that, oh, she goes and tells Paul, well, I don't know where they went, but they were teleported somewhere. I was teleported maybe somewhere completely different.
Yep.
But, you know,
right. But because it's a mass scale event, it would be pretty easy for some information to get out about what happened, and then you respond, cool. And the idea that some of Rudy's other family could be in this general area, that's fun potential character interactions that could happen, especially since one of the things that I appreciate this show is doing is the way it's keeping the immediate cast small.
Yes.
So like Rudy will interact with some people and then, oh no, he got kidnapped because he fondled the sacred beast, and now he's going to go somewhere else, right? We might not see Eris and Rudeus for a while, but we'll get to meet new characters probably.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Yeah, this is going to be pretty exciting because we do need more people in the party.
Right.
And this would be a good way to introduce someone who's like, hey, DM, I'd like to sit at the table now. It's like, okay, cool. So we're going to have your character be introduced in the next session. But for now, we need to show the reason as to why you would join the party.
And given the way that it's, like, it feels kind of like it sets up some of the, like, the harem tropes, for popular for a lot of isekai, but at the same time, like, not playing it straight exactly, right?
Yeah, we do need a cat girl or a beast girl of some kind.
Exactly, right? It's like, of course,
Gotta check off our...
Right. And I gotta say, I'm very glad that it isn't any of the kidnapped, traumatized kids, You
don't know that.
Well, okay. So far, it's not.
So far, there's no one, though, Jacob.
No, right. Yeah. No,
I'm saying
I'm
it
completely
could literally be anybody in their group.
But there's a possibility of it not being that because, oh boy, those girls need to just have some time to recover from that whole experience. But
I mean, one of them spoke a bit with a lot of nyas and myas, so
that's true. That's true.
That one has the highest likelihood of joining, I'd say, of all of them.
Yeah.
Just saying. I think that might have even been like that. Even sounded slightly like, or it's just a voice type thing. That even sounded like Nanachi's voice actress. I'm just gonna throw it out there. So it gave me that's the new party member.
That
the
would
voice
be pretty cool.
Sounded very very professional and good. So Okay. But the reason why we were even in this mess is because we had to smuggle Ruijerd, who then hears them, the smugglers, killing a whole bunch of kids, and he's like, get me out of here.
Yep.
But then also the thing of Rudeus, I need you to basically take care of them while I take care of everyone else.
Right.
And you won't need to kill anybody.
Nope.
I'll do it all myself. Again, I love the idea here where Ruijerd is like, no, I understand that, I need help sometimes. And I just like I was telling you in the previous episode, I'm willing to ask, for it at times. But in this case here, this is my personal issue here. And we could get out of this just fine without maybe, necessarily needing to kill all of them. So I'm going to ask that you just stand back and let me do my thing.
Yep.
And all right.
And he did.
Yeah, and there's nothing that necessarily ties this back to Spurds, though.
Right. Yeah.
Now, obviously,
he killed everybody that saw him.
Right. He killed everybody that saw him, probably. But not only that, the idea that just because they were killed in such a vicious manner, it doesn't mean that anybody's going to look at the way that they were killed and be like, this is a spurred spear,
Right. At most, they might be able to determine that it was a spear,
Right, but that doesn't necessarily...
Or that a spear was used at some point, right? Because I'm sure Ruijerd was able to kill them just fine with his spear, but also with his fists and bare hands and all sorts of things.
All kinds of things.
Although he did look pretty clean when he came back, which props to him.
Surprisingly so.
Yeah, like he took measures to make sure that the kids wouldn't be any more scared than they already would be in that kind of situation. So props to him, and that was a clever way to circumvent the potential problem of if it would have reinforced the Spurds kill people and we just got lucky because they decided to kill our captors, kind of a thing.
Yeah. Also, we have some developments on the Eris-Rudeus relationship in that Rudy is very much getting hot and bothered by Eris, and when he talks about it in a very kind of just casual, open kind of
joking
way, but also kind of joking
like
way,
half joking.
He's not expecting anything to happen because of it.
Right.
She actually responds rather, I would say, positively to it, in a thing of basically being like, okay, fine, then just a little bit. But she's not looking at him. So it's almost like she's kind of saying, hey, I'm warming up to you. Like, not just warming up to you in general with regards to your, like, advances or your looting me, but no, actually, I think she's starting to like him.
Yeah, like, and this is one of the things that who knows how much this will be explored in the show.
Right.
But one of the things that I find enjoyable to see in stories in general is where you have the person who is from the household where, because she's like the daughter of a noble family,
Right.
She's an object to be traded, right, for an alliance, right? So the idea of it becoming something where it's like, oh wait, me having agency, and like, how do I feel about all of this, right? Like that's cool to see her sort of like
thinking about navigating it,
yeah,
and then being like, oh, I don't like this, I do like this,
right?
Yeah,
yeah.
It's more stuff for her character to do, rather than just being the tsundere.
Exactly.
And one of the things that I would say that has been kind of fun more recently is her getting excited about discovering and finding all these things where before I would say she was a lot more just kind of temperamental. So we're seeing a little bit more of a balance to her character, which is exciting. But then also the fact that she was in that situation where it was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. Don't die on the way to the bathroom, basically. And then when they get back, she's like, will you
do the healing
on me, all the way through it? And I'm like, oh, that's a really sweet little thing there. But it's also the thing of like, hey, I need you. Like,
It's being vulnerable.
It's being vulnerable. It's a way in which her character before didn't like to admit that she needed help on things.
Exactly.
And since there's been a lot of time that she spent with Rudeus, a lot of time.
Oh yeah.
She now very much not only trusts him, but also is comfortable showing that she needs him.
Right.
And that's just really cool. But poor Roxy having to deal with this shit.
I can't believe I didn't make the connection of like, wait, why would Roxy be like? Because one of the reasons why I was like, maybe that's not Roxy is because I was like, where's her staff? Where's her spell book and things like that? I feel like she would keep those things with her all the time, right? Oh no! It's because the people that were having sex. That's what she was. She was in a hurry to distance herself from that whole situation.
And that wasn't even what it was. Actually, she wasn't there. No, because she went and busted into that.
Oh, that's
space.
right. Yeah, because she was running from because she was like, oh shit, that's dead end.
Yeah. I think she thought that was dead end, and then she runs away.
Yeah, because since those were two separate things, that like
or not necessarily that it was dead end, that it was a spurred. Because when she was observing them on the beach, she kind of like went and freaked out when she saw the green hair, I think.
Well, I think he was bald. He was still shaved bald at that point. But it's he's fighting with a spear and he's very strong. And both of them seem to be very strong.
She saw the third eye. That's what it was.
Was that it?
She says, a red-haired swordsman and a tall spearman. And then she focuses, could they be dead end? I don't see the tiny Kettlemaster. I love it. So they got to show the glorious animation again, that they're really strong. So she's already nervous about they could absolutely kill me if they want to.
Right.
Don't tell me they really are spurred.
Oh, right. And then, she notices the spear, and she's like, that looks like a spurred spear. Then Richard sees her, and she's like, oh, shit.
But not only that, if you look closely, she can tell that he has green eyebrows.
Oh.
So she might have even been able to tell, because it was covering the eye.
Perception, yeah.
Yeah, perception 100, and that she might have been spotted, and then she goes like, fuck, shit, fuck.
Right.
I love her crawling away here. Panic, run.
Yeah, she runs into, the right place at the wrong time.
Yeah, exactly. But she deduced that he was a spurred, basically.
Yep.
Which is like...
Right.
I don't have my party with me. I'm all alone. I am a squishy caster.
Exactly.
What do I do?
And I don't have my staff.
I don't have my staff either. Yeah.
Yep.
But
I am very curious how much exactly the staves, because we know that they focus and amplify magic and stuff, but like exactly how much they help, like if we'd ever see that kind of comparison and contrast where, like
a potency staff versus like something that quickens your spells or something.
Right, or makes them affect like bigger areas or something. What kind of meta magic feat is infused into that item,
here.
Right. But yeah.
She's like, watch me be able to cast magic missile 3 times a second, and it's like, no way.
Yes, and then she runs in on her traveling partner who is having a great time, but as far as
she panic spams her like icicle break, and it very much reminded me of Aqua and Konosuba just saying turn on Dedo.
And as far as if you're going to have a a very dramatic response to something like this. Quite frankly, I appreciate that it is in response to something extreme. Like,
I mean, it's not extreme. There's nothing violent going on.
No, but it's not something of just like, oh, they're, in like a lewd position or something. It's like, no. It's 6 people having in the middle of having a great time, right?
Right,
and she's
right.
like, okay, that's...
Well, I know, but it's still an overreaction.
No, it's totally an overreaction.
Yeah.
No, absolutely, right? But it's something where, like, as far as there are times where anime characters will have overreactions to things, and then because of the kind of thing that makes them have that kind of overreaction, it's
not funny.
It's not funny.
Right? I see
like,
what you're saying. Like, you're saying so this is funny, basically.
Right. This is actually something where I would expect someone, especially when honestly to have some kind of overreaction of like, whoa.
Like, I get what you're saying. I think this was still way overblown. I would have thought it would be way funnier if she just kind of steps up, has like this expression on her face, and just literally like walks backwards through the curtain as it like...
Right. I think that still would have been a lot funnier than the, I cast magic for some reason and blow away the wall. But I'm glad that they had the practical thing of like, no, you destroyed a wall of a building. Of course you're going to have to pay out the nose for that, right?
Right.
Like,
that was funnier, was the idea that she's like, the repair bill was so much more than I
Damn
thought. Meaning like she kind of calculated in her mind what it would cost to repair this.
This is acceptable.
And she's like, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But then she's like, God, this was actually quite a lot of money.
Right, because for the level of like serious tone that this show can get amidst all of the comedy and everything, it's like, a trained wizard that can do like king level magic, right?
King class water magic.
King class water magic.
It's a cool reveal now that she is that high. She is below imperial.
Right. Like that's some high level stuff.
She is a nation class, basically. Mage now.
So the idea that she would still like cast a bunch of spells because she panicked because she saw something that made her uncomfortable is like almost on that like, okay, that's maybe stretching the realms of
Right. She can proficiency bonus times a day cast Icicle Break, which is like a first level spell. Like not a cantrip, but like like just for free. Doesn't use a spell slot. She's just like, there's my 4 uses per day.
And I totally believe that she would have the capabilities of doing that. I'm more talking about the like, she's a professional, right? So this made her very flustered to be...
This is the least professional she's ever been, probably.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Because she had to deal with that little shit back at the palace or whatever. And then she never like... Well, actually, no, she did thrash him about a bit. No, so never mind.
Well, and it had already been established that she was made very insecure by her traveling partner. I forget what her name is. Of the things of like, oh, wow, her thighs are really just popping out of those like, of those thigh highs. Okay.
Get down with the thickness.
Right, and then she's like, damn it,
We both know you want it. Yeah.
So... Yeah, it was just, it was something where I felt like Roxy's situation in this episode was very relatable, even though a lot of the circumstances and responses to those circumstances were very extreme.
Yeah, and then we find out what Roxy's type is. And that was a really sweet little very childish kind of fantasy there. And it was just like...
It was almost one of those things of like, wait, you are 44 though, right?
Right.
Like,
exactly. It's one of those things I would say specifically that is more to bring up the idea that Roxy is not comfortable with the idea of sex in general. And like it's something that she was absolutely overreacting, and she revealed her immaturity there when she didn't basically just casually be like, my bad, and then just walked right out of the room.
You didn't leave like something on the door, on the doorknob or something.
I mean, but still, no, she absolutely overreacted. She could have killed some of them.
Right, exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
But also, at the same time, even though she's 44, it does kind of make sense that she could be this awkward around the subject because she's a wizard. She stays inside and reads books all day and, and like studies magic and stuff. Not exactly necessarily going on like...
dates and stuff.
Dates and, adventures with, potentially horny adventurers. But
okay, but now we have a beastkin village members or what have you, who found Rudy, and I loved that they did some kind of like Fusroda spell where it's like,
I shout you into paralysis.
Yeah, paralysis, and then it's just like, dropped.
Make a con save. A what now?
Yeah, Rudy's like, looks at his proficiency table, and he's like, yes, you have Dex and intelligence saving throws. fuck me, you know?
I roll my con save. Well, that's a 13 on the dice. What's the total? 11. Yeah.
Yeah, and then your child modifier, so minus it down another one. You're
right,
like,
right.
Oh, shit.
Damn it. Yep. But I'm really excited to see what kind of new environment Rudy gets thrown into, because this show's world building is such a delight.
It's very
and so
fun, yeah.
the idea of, even though it's a something that isn't because of the agency necessarily of Rudy, because he would have no way of knowing that this fluffy, dog is a sacred beast, and that beastmen would show up and assume that he was part of the smugglers that had been murdered at that exact time. Like, he'd probably been in there for like 3 minutes, right?
Yeah.
After leaving Ruijerd, and Ruijerd had also left, so they came in not seeing Ruijerd and yeah. So all kinds of crazy stuff. But hey, we're going to get to see a new place, a new culture, new characters probably, right? Maybe get a new party member out of it.
Sure.
Awesome.
We could get 2 maybe, because we could get the Sacred Beast.
Yes.
And then we get like someone who basically is like, but I must attend the Sacred Beast.
Right. Watch.
It is my sacred duty.
See, it's going to be one of those things where, because the Sacred Beast is too sacred to get the scritches, right? The Sacred Beast is actually going to fall in love with Rudy, because it's like,
yes, the true harem.
Yeah, because it's like,
everyone loves Rudeus.
Like all the beastkin will just be like, the Sacred Beast seems to be in dour spirits. It's probably because it was assaulted by that vile person or whatever, right? But then it's just really sad, and they're like, but we've never seen it like this. What's going on?
And then bring it closer to Rudeus, and he's like,
yeah, and like flips over onto its back, to like expecting more scritches.
It's exposing itself. Cover that eyes, children.
This vile outsider has corrupted the Sacred Beast.
The sacred underside of the Sacred Beast is too sacred.
We must now expel the Sacred Beast.
Everyone cut out your eyes now, for you have seen the Sacred Beast's testicles.
No, but the Sacred Beast is no longer sacred because it has been corrupted, and now it must leave the city, and we might as well send it with this person.
Ah, no, see, that's where you're wrong. The Sacred Beast has a mama. And mama will be like, yes, I was tired of feeding this one. It was a lazy one that sat around the house and did nothing and played video games. So take it away.
I just realized.
Get out of here.
This is a form of additional overreaction of people that come in and see some intimacy. That's true. between some characters.
That's
also,
true.
Rudy's whole thing of like, wait, I have a wife and children. Like,
it's like, I can't help it. I was born with this expression.
Yeah, and he literally was. Yeah.
This show's funny, and when it wants to make things ridiculous, it does a really good job. But yeah, this definitely feels like the DM is setting us up to have a new member of the party.
Yep.
And we need to have a little bit of a detour here. Obviously, we need to move Ruijerd out of the situation, otherwise he might end up just killing them, and then, how would we have interactions with the lovable dog worshipping NPCs?
Exactly, right. If you're going to kill a child, you're going to kill this child because you petted a dog. Sorry, I can't let that stand.
Fuck dogs.
He just spears the dog. Okay, so what now? Now your quarrels with me.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna draw aggro. Ruijerd,
you want to save this thing?
Yeah, exactly. Ruijerd immediately casts something really powerful on Ruijerd. I mean, Rudeus on Ruijerd.
No, see, it's the society like getting his name wrong. It's getting to us.
It's getting to me too.
But I'm excited that this might be potentially a way that Roxy could run into Rudy. Not that she will necessarily be at the Beastkin village.
Really?
But if Rudy is separated from Eris and Ruijerd,
okay,
then that's in a way that Roxy could be brought back into the group and have the cast not get too big. And again, I want to stress this, that I love that decision to do it, because then we can keep these intimate moments with the cast and not make it be something where it's like, it goes into like bit moments of just like, they say the thing that reminds you that, yes, they're here.
They're here as a character.
Right.
That is so lazy, and you won't be able to watch anime the same again if you start to notice it.
It has its place and it fulfills a purpose for sure, but this is by far what I prefer. And if this is a way that we can make it so that then Roxy is able to move back into the party, I'd love that.
Yeah. Also, I think that this is something that's really a detour. Like, it's not like it's just going to course correct in like an episode or two, because of the pacing of this story. I don't see this as being more than a minor inconvenience that's going to be an introduction of a character, and we need to have like in a lot of ways. We need to have a little bit of more variety in terms of the types of people that are out there in this world, because pretty much this continent and area in general. Oh wait, no. They're on.
Right, they already made it to the other continent.
So then, having this be filled with beastkin or what have you could be really exciting and interesting.
Yep.
But Roxy moving up in the world, having her own A-class party, and Zenith being revealed as once an S-class adventurer.
Yep.
Holy shit.
That's
what kind of magic could Zenith cast back in the day? Like, what if Zenith was actually the goated healer? Like
impossible. Here's why. She couldn't heal Paul's idiocy.
Oh. I mean,
but that's probably
in some ways, actually, maybe that's where Paul's character development came in.
Sure.
Is he bunked up with an S-class healer, and he became not scum anymore.
Well, but that also... okay, think about it this way. That would also be a potential reason of why Zenith ended up falling for him, because it's the, I can heal him. Like... But surprise, no, you couldn't.
Wait, actually, hold on. The spell books were maybe a bit water-based, so maybe she was also a water... No. Those are basic cantrip first level spells shit,
Yeah.
So maybe not. But I just think it'd be kind of fun, because also I feel like we don't know if this is true, like D&D style magic with going from, first to ninth level spells where resurrection is just a 5th level spell.
Right, yeah. Like, in this case, we only have 7 level spells, but, like, we don't know what are some of the examples of things that can be done at those higher levels.
High
is
levels.
It just more powerful stuff of what you could already do? You shoot a more devastating water blast? Or is it, like...
a bigger, storm of sorts,
Or do you start to, like, bend or break laws of reality?
That's what I would want, preferably. And then
how do you work with that in the plot and the writing and everything? And
right, it's like these are all out of combat spells.
Right,
that would be a fun thing that I would actually love to see them bring up. Is that Rudeus basically was like, if I get my staff, I can quickly cast a barrier, which is basically this blocks the next punch or strike or what have you. But then it's done. It's basically shield, But the idea of like if he was actually going to need to kill someone, he sits there for like. And then they're dead, But in that time, a swordsman could just walk up and and you're dead.
He's dead 20 times over.
Right.
But this should be a lesson to Rudy that you've got to work on your total concentration eye breathing, because you need to keep that shit up all the time, because you could have seen that attack coming.
You could have seen that coming.
Yeah.
Now I
don't know if it would have fixed anything.
Yeah,
right. Wait! I'm not one of them. Or I don't know.
Right. He sees it coming, and then he realizes that all 5 directions he could have dodged mean nothing.
No. This actually. Here's how he could have.
He gets iframes if he rolls towards the attack.
Nope. Better. No. When they're about to do the shout thing, he just ducks behind the dog.
You bitch!
No. They just won't fire.
No, then they would kill him, because then he would have threatened the dog. Right now, they're more investigating as to what is his deal here.
Yeah,
so they're bringing him back to the village to probably inquire, hey, what the hell were you doing touching up the dog?
Right.
And they're like, I don't...
I set it free?
Oh my god, that's why they had him being able to understand... The Beast King girls being able to understand him. To set up so that he
when
can
this
then
happens,
speak to them.
That is a really good point.
Later.
Well, but one of the other things I'm also curious to see how it ends up getting handled is that with this situation here, how serious versus comedic is the whole Sacred Beast thing going to be?
Comedic as fuck, please.
And I hope so, right?
Please.
But at the same time, it's a culture that takes the Sacred Beast thing very seriously, right? And theoretically, Rudy's life could be in danger. So, we'll have to see how that goes. And, if this is something where Rudy could potentially justify it and be like, no, I just saved it. They're like, nope, doesn't matter. You gave him scritches. You've got to die, right? Yeah. It's actually because the chief is like, only I can give it scritches. And he's, really jealous or something. But don't make the Sacred Beast love you more than me.
I love the idea, though, that in some ways this feels like a little bit of a little... I feel like there's at times these little jokes that they're subtly putting into the anime that I don't know if it's the author's intent or what have you. But the cut from him going to go jack off to the whale, a sperm whale, theoretically... I just thought that was like a very obvious little joke there of
it's plenty clear without
his
it.
Blowhole. You know.
There was some pent-up pressure that's not there anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a natural thing.
And then Eris commenting on the smell, which is impressive given the fact that they're on a ship with salt water everywhere
actually,
and things.
No, because she's seasick, her senses are actually heightened.
Nope, that's a good point.
And she's smelling too much. So she's like, and so the slightest little disturbance makes her probably feel sick.
Sure.
Or like,
that's a really good point. Yeah.
What is that smell? And then he's like,
anyways,
I didn't clean up.
Yeah.
But the idea that the dog is basically just something cute. So in this world, we worship that which is cute.
Right.
That is what we do here.
They end up like just saying to him, they're like, there are many things that money can buy, but it can't buy cuteness. And then Rudy's just like, damn it, they're basically taking my own line. Like, I can't argue with this logic. It's flawless, you know?
And then he's like,
he becomes a convert, and they're like, okay, yes, you're great now.
Or right. He echoes it, and he starts speaking so emphatically about
the prophet has arrived.
And they're like, the legends did say there would come one.
Right.
And then like he even speaks our tongue. You know?
He uses his like future perception to like see the micro expressions of how they respond to the things that he says, you know? He's like, okay, I need to be able to see like 3 seconds into the future this is going, or the full 2 seconds, and it's like, it's a big drain on his mana, but he's like, okay, I can do it. And he just cold reads the room.
Yeah, he cold reads the room, or at the very least, he like keeps finishing their sentences, and they're like, it's like, well, how do you know this? Well, obviously the sacred beast speaks to me.
Yeah, how do you know our holy scriptures? And theoretically, then we could get into the whole idea of, like, is the future static or not? Because if it is malleable, then theoretically, he could say the things as they're about to say it, but before they actually start saying it, and then they don't say it, but he still gets the information because he sees the future where they do say it. Yeah.
Craziness. So, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access. You can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.